Hillary, how you doing? Well, it's election time again. Who do you think we should blame for losing this time?
Let's keep blaming the Russians. Rachel Maddow sells that one so well.
Well, we're already blaming them for last time, and we're gonna continue to blame them, don't worry. But we really need something fresh.
Well, what's wrong with continuing to blame Latinos, African Americans, and women for not voting for us?
Well, we're still doing that too. But we need something really cool and edgy, something that'll speak to millennials and yet scare my grandma.
I've got it! Let's blame Bitcoin. We can frame it as Russian misogynists with links to terrorist cells, and they're funding our opponents using Bitcoin.
That's fantastic! Quick, I'll get Norio Rubini to write up an article for the Washington Post. This is gonna be huge! Welcome everyone to this October 29th edition of What's Happening in Crypto, exploring all of the latest from the crypto world and beyond. Today's top stories: the price of Bitcoin, where to from here, China may be getting back into crypto, and will Bitcoin overthrow the US elections? The big thing on everyone's mind in the crypto world today is what is going on with the price of Bitcoin. We are all so used to the volatility that the relative stability we are seeing is causing a flurry of anxiety as commentators try to decide if we are going to go up or if the price is going to go down. The Bollinger Bands are very tight right now with Bitcoin. When we saw this same scenario the other week, it was followed by a sharp drop in price, followed by a sharp pop in the price back to the level of where we currently are. According to my incredibly scientific Twitter poll, 66% of our peers think that we are going to see an increase in the price of Bitcoin, matching overall market sentiment in the crypto community. But I want to know what you think. Are we going to go up, or is the price of Bitcoin going to go down? Let me know about it in the comment section. Short term, there are so many exciting things happening in Bitcoin. We have new custody services, we have Backed and Fidelity both coming in, and so much more. Taking the long-term perspective, I'd like you to keep in mind that the next Bitcoin halvening is only 500 days away, and that by 2032, the block reward will be less than 1 Bitcoin per block. Owning 1 Bitcoin in the future will seem ridiculous, and people will look back on people like us who are buying Bitcoin for around $6,000 and think that we were some kind of geniuses or wizards or fortune tellers. The same way we look back on those who bought Bitcoin for $3 some years ago. In case you needed some more bullish news, China is back into the news once again. The Shenzhen Court of International Arbitration has made a landmark ruling. Bitcoin has been officially recognized as property in China, thus allowing individuals and businesses to own and transfer Bitcoin legally. Essentially, that means that merchants can now freely accept Bitcoin and people can use Bitcoin for payments. China is such a fascinating case study of crypto law. The people want Bitcoin. Businesses want Bitcoin. The courts say that Bitcoin is totally cool by them. But the out-of-touch, fearful ruling elites hate Bitcoin because, of course, they cannot control it. The story of Bitcoin in China is far from finished. Now we need to be looking forward to some kind of official response from the ruling party. But it'll be certainly interesting to see if the courts will be able to stand up to the political machines of Beijing, but time will tell. Nevertheless, China getting back into crypto would be incredibly encouraging for the markets. Speaking of controlling Bitcoin, somebody has decided to launch a Bitcoin-backed Ethereum token. Well, not just someone, but Kyber Network, Republic Protocol, and BitGo. The Ethereum-based token will be live in early 2019. BitGo will be handling the custody of the Bitcoin, and this is actually a rather interesting offering. We have stablecoins for gold, we have stablecoins for fiat, dollars and euros and yen and all that. Why not a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin? It can certainly open up new market opportunities for a lot of investors, but with it being so easy to just trade Ethereum for Bitcoin, is such a service even really needed? I'm a bit skeptical. And of course, you must remember our mantra from Andreas Antonopoulos.
Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin.
Mastercard wants to patent a fractional reserve cryptocurrency bank. Oh boy, yes! Fractional reserve banking on the blockchain. Just what I have been waiting for. Thank you, Mastercard. Nothing like bringing all of the broken garbage from the legacy financial system to the blockchain. I don't think anyone was asking for this, but anyway, there it is. Fractional reserve banking, of course, is one of the reasons why Bitcoin was created in the first place. Now, the explosion really in the availability of merchant services really make this offering not so exciting, to be honest, but you still can't dismiss the power of a company like Mastercard. Their reach is very large, their influence is very large, so they may make something out of this in the end, but I think it's something that Mastercard's excited about, not so much everyone else. The CEO of Visa has come out saying that he does not see cryptocurrency as a threat to Visa's business model, at least not in the short to medium term. And to be honest, he's right. We have a long road ahead of us towards making Bitcoin a globally accepted payment system. While we have more and more infrastructure being built every single day, we are still so far away from mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. When asked about Mastercard's patent, the CEO of Visa did not hesitate to throw a bit of shade onto his competitors over at Mastercard, saying that they need to try harder because they're smaller. Nice one, Visa. Both of the credit card giants will use blockchain for multiple purposes in the future. It is inevitable. The question is, do we really want them to be involved at all? Is Bitcoin secretly messing with America's midterm elections? The authors of this political article cite Bitcoin's pseudo-anonymous features as a key problem in funneling dark money to candidates, and that Russians or perhaps some Chinese evildoers may be doing exactly that using Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin to blame for this? No, of course it's not. Money is to blame for corruption, and money is to blame for many of America's political woes. If you would like to find the rotting core of American politics, it's not Russia, it's not Bitcoin, it's super PACs, shell corporations, legalized bribery, blatant pay-to-play politics, lobby groups, disenfranchised voters, the sensationalist, deceptive corporate media, the scaremongering, divisive, and bought politicians, gerrymandering, political parties that regularly seek to disenfranchise their own voters and to remove people from the voting rolls, and a first-past-the-post electoral system that is so outdated and unrepresentative, it should be considered a national disgrace. Money corrupts in a corrupt system. Bitcoin is money and Washington is corrupt. And American politics always demands a foreign enemy to keep the public's eyes away from the corruption. And Bitcoin can be blamed, of course, for allowing these evil foreigners to influence US politics. Well, this is just one article in Politico. It serves as a reminder that if you hear politicians blaming Bitcoin for overthrowing America's election, just realize that these guys are so stuffed full of baloney that they should be hanging in a sausage shop, not running the country. Finally, to end on a lighter note, a new graphic novel called The Dreams of Satoshi, featuring Sophia the Robot and Vitalik Buterin, among others, has been published on the SingularityNet community forums. Go ahead and check it out if that is your kind of thing. Also, I'd like to invite you to come and join the live stream tomorrow, Tuesday, 1 p.m. New Zealand time, 8 p.m. Monday Eastern time for all of you guys in North America. Bring your questions. It'll be a Q&A session. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I love you all and would love to know your opinion on any of today's news stories down below in the comment section. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell to stay up to date with what's happening in crypto. Join the conversation over on Twitter or Steam it. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.